First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward.
Hey!
Huh?
Oh, they did a good job on that. Is that what you did to those kids?
How is that?
So she started off strong. Did you punch them that hard? How are those kids?
You don't have to be nice.
Are they in the hospital?
I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
It's probably for the best.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
Okay, well, we now know how we learned about it, but...
Yeah, you're right.
But, it's sort of still a thing that hasn't been answered as to why, so okay.
In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iba.
Where to?
Good question. Hey,
Are you okay?
why are you in a...
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Why are you in a hospital room? Wouldn't you be, like, waiting in a lobby or something?
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Okay.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
And Iva would have been there for that, too.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Okay, cool. Well, sounds like things are going well in this area.
Peekaboo.
Pardon me?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
I could definitely imagine, at the very least. Alibi. Yeah.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
Due diligence.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
So time.
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Shouldn't rule out possibilities. Yeah. Again, we know the boss is involved somehow. Whether that's the polar bear or something else, we don't know. Iris and So.
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Okay. Like, outside for showing up and talking to them, we really haven't had anything that indicated they did. The only thing is we've had some stuff involving the idea of girls going and entertaining the political parties that, she might have been involved in. That's still a big logical jump.
I am so thankful for Oda. No, words don't even do it justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Oda didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead. I really don't even know what to say.
Should I tell you about how he probably got her into that situation to begin with? It would be a bit of an emotional roller coaster at the very least.
It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. Oda was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
Well, you definitely are high on the appreciation. I'll give you that.
Iris lost her left eye.
Yeah, that's not gonna come back.
They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it.
How long can an eye be out of its socket before that, like the eye itself, isn't an option?
But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris' surgery,
Huh. That's... okay. Why even bring up the name if she's not relevant? I don't think I've ever heard that name before.
I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Maybe. We don't know her name. 42. 37. So... okay. So she... okay, they're a bit apart. They are a bit more apart than, we'd probably have, thought. Maybe. Actually, no, she has a name. She has a name. She doesn't have a name, but... okay. A thought at the very least.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Yep. Have a good one. Okay. We don't really have anything to directly connect him to this, do we? I don't think we do.
Two cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
The suspicious part is that van. Looks a lot like the one Pewter had used to take Iris before, yeah?
One van and one station wagon.
Okay, who are they related to? Oh, so we're gonna do this outside? Perfect. Hey, police buddy. No progress. Okay.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of a different van. That you know, that might have been what Oda came in that one time that we all showed up here and shot a bunch of fucking guys.
Tessa, wait! wait.
Okay.
I'll get the car.
That explains it. So not what I was thinking of prior, at the very least.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
How do you... It does make me curious how,
Was there anything else found inside the car?
how you go about determining how recent fingerprints are.
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Interesting. So if it slid below the driver's seat, that does imply something resembling turbulence or a struggle might have happened. Okay.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Fantastic.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Huh. That's convenient. Let's see. What was I doing at 10:30 last night? Man, a lot's happened since I was actually at that point. Had we gone through with Iris's Somnium stuff yet? Might have.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
Interesting.
I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Why? He had the other one. 10:30. What else? So we knew that started at 3 a.m. What else was happening at that time? Was he still worried about her being accused of the murders?
Neither. Let's check inside the warehouse.
Fine. Well, obviously there's some relation.
Wow, it's cold in here.
Shocking.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Well, hopefully Hajime's not too bad off.
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from?
I don't know.
I have a pretty unique name.
Birder? Jace?
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name?
But it's something I don't know.
You still don't know?
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Not even close.
Is it your middle name? Is it your family name?
Do you want me to just tell you?
No, I got this.
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with Ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kaniza?
Yeah, that's it, definitely. That sounds right.
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
Hey, Kaniza. Good to know you. His name is Kaniza. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd. That's my friend Kaniza. Yeah, you have any family? Also named Kaniza?
No, unfortunately, I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation.
Shh.
I will be sending it to the boss later.
Yeah, if she's not like a criminal.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
Well. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Oh well. If you were a girl, I might even remember your name. How am I kidding? No, that wouldn't happen. Oda's blood. There's no blood on this one this time.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
So what changed? So I don't think it was the timing of us reaching there. If the polar bear guy ran out the back door, either they ran out like right when we got there, maybe we scared them off. That would be good information to have. Or they ran off a bit before because Oda did something different than he did in the other option.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Yeah, same, I presume.
All of these items have been bought from... I have logged into
okay.
Okiura. However...
All the same as last time. Hey, buddy. Any progress?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing. Some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Sounds nice, yeah.
That machine is used to cut up. We have gathered testimony. This has always been in the warehouse. So
Any finger?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at this entire warehouse is...
I see.
Wait. Not even like Oda's? But, I was about to say, wait, does Oda wear gloves? But no, he's leaving fingerprints and other stuff, so that shouldn't matter.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time.
Well,
What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Well, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that they're saying it's noteworthy means it's noteworthy. The biggest thing that comes to mind is that this place isn't being used for anything. It's also noteworthy that one of them's not like that, which means it probably is being used for stuff. But if they're not using both forklifts, they're not using this as like actually for its like intended jobs and whatnot, yeah? They're only using the one forklift to actually do
There are
stuff.
only a few items on the shelf.
Yeah, that basically.
Is this warehouse not in use?
Essentially. That's my thought on why that would be quote-unquote noteworthy.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
Yeah.
What part of her looks like a metal tube?
I don't really get... Probably not a clue this time, yeah. On the left? Are there shadows? Oh, there is a shadow. Well, I don't think I've ever been able to check over here before. Square object.
Huh, there's something there.
You should go pick it up.
Sure. What have we got? Square object.
Huh. I recognize this.
Do I?
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years.
I have.
Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside.
Weird.
Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them.
That's sort of sad.
Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Well, the only one that seems to have a connection... the only one who seems to have a connection to it is Date, so... yeah.
It's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Sure, can do. I'll see you later, Papa Pay. Man, if only Papa Pay was a girl. If only. Ah, if only.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
Is that true? Is that legitimately how I've been getting in all these times?
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
I don't even know if that would fly as an actual argument.
Look, Aiba, a giant salamander.
Mr. Sajima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
I'm gonna guess not a pet. Well, I guess maybe a pet, but probably not like one he treats as a pet. More like window dressing on his decorations.
Well, that is strange. Why is Reika from the Cabaret Club over there?
You keep doing this.
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
I hope we get an ending where he ends up with Reika. Or we get to see her at least. Okay. Seems to be everything. So, about his alibi.
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several. But for some reason, they are all powered off.
Fantastic.
There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Interesting.
No?
It's this girl.
Cute.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh boy.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
You said cute. I have a log, god damn it.
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
That's a fair point. Okay, sure. Why not? Hey, buddy. How you doing? Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning?
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it.
Interesting. I might even believe you this time.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
How can that be a thing?
Hey, Aiba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Why? It's relevant now! Ah.
I don't. Who is that?
This girl, do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
He's a politician.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Not wrong.
Well, true.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sejima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay. I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
That's a threat.
I'd like to see you try.
That's a threat.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
Ooh, X-ray time. Does he have a bunch of guns on him or something? Okay. Hey, buddy. Oh. Did I need to actually look at it? Yes, I did.
This guy is a...
It is,
My
of
bad.
course, real and loaded.
My bad.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Well, some are better than others. Man. What I should have done is I should have introduced some mind trick to get him to, like, take it out or something. I don't know. Whatever. Well, I don't think we really achieved much of anything, so... The only thing we got was that little, chocolate. Which is weird. I wonder if it could be connected to Boss, too. I wonder who originally introduced us to them. She does have a bunch of collectible random bullshit things all over her office. Wouldn't be that weird for that to be one of them.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Sure. Why not?
These are tasty when they're golden brown.
I believe you're referring to hash browns.
Yeah, not a dashboard, which isn't that similar of a word. Oh no.
Mirror, mirror in the car. Who is the most handsome policeman by far? Why, that is Mr. Date, of course.
Date, this is starting to concern me. You really should get some sleep.
Good point. Sleepy, sleepy time.
Boxing gloves.
A boxer puts his boxing gloves in the glove box.
Okay, you both need some sleep, don't you? Oh well. Okay. I am exhausted.
Likely because you haven't had a good night's sleep.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this busy.
If my body were made of flesh, I would offer my lap as a pillow.
Well, that's forward.
What? You can't say something like that out of the blue. Now it's awkward.
Oh, she was trying. Badly, but she was trying.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
And that's just links.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
Correct.
How does dementia work? Does it actually, like, remove the memories? Or is it, like, in a problem with connecting them? So you don't, like, think about them consciously?
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
Well, he's definitely trying to at least deter people from going after him. Physically.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
Fingerprints?
Fingerprints were found on it.
Hell yeah.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s.
Fantastic. Who cares about the nicknames? So it's open 8 to 12, I presume? Is that the concept? Is that why it's relevant?
8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
So she might have been
Hold on a second.
involved.
I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
I have a guess at the very least.
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Well, I want to finish that speculation at the very least. So this would be my guess. They were aware that they were potentially walking into a trap. So, with the fact that they had a wild card now involved, that being Oda's mother, they thought, hey, we could have her come in and help us at the last minute if things really go south, or something like that, yeah? So, they decided to steal an extra car so she could get there separately, while Oda and Iris took another car and went there normally, and then she came in and then she did something that helped turn the tides that wouldn't have been, that didn't happen in the other route, at the very least. And she dropped it, presumably? It's weird that she didn't leave fingerprints on any other things, at the very least. Maybe she put in gloves at a point, or maybe she took off gloves in order to, like, do something with the chocolate?
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
All right.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Will you? That's not the best sign. Well, he'll be able to tell us more than his mother ever could. I was thinking maybe we could take his mother and put her in the, and like look at her somnium and whatnot.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Don't get addicted.
All right, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to it. He seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. Let's look around the room first.
Hey, Date. When are you planning on leaving?
Oh, that's why he's so interested.
The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
Can you order porn in a hospital? I wonder. I've never thought about it before. Literally, if anyone knows if you can order porn in a hospital, I am at least curious. I'm gonna guess no.
Hey, Date. I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight. Will you sleep with me?
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Old woman?
Ooh. Ouch. Oh, that was his true plan. To get Boss in the bed. Find any new clues?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Fair point.
I'm kind of interested in Ota.
In me?
Ooh la la.
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy to do. I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Hero?
Little? I'm 24.
Are you sure?
To me, you're still little.
Physically, and honestly, emotionally.
I'll leave this to you, Date.
You just want to hear the information that comes out of him. You're obviously involved somehow. I'm not sure you're the polar bear, but at the very least you have a vested interest. What's going on here? Well, first of all, fuck you.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Hear about Iris?
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
Oh.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
Just embellishing?
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
We could hold it over his head later, though.
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity. That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
It's for her sake, too. Come on.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
Finally! Just tell me everything that happened last night.
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Femisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
And if his mother... So my first thought was that the mother showed up and was like, "You're evil, Iris, rubble, and stuff like that, right? And it's like, "I'm going to kidnap you," or something, and stuff like that. But if she was buying the chocolate at the same time, then that couldn't have been her. It's not like she had time to go over just like a little bit of ways and walk outside and buy a chocolate. It was very specific timing on each of them, so...
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought, after I hit you...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why's that so important?
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
Wait, how would have you looked it up?
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up.
Ah, okay.
That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest.
Interesting. And after going to the warehouse?
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
The identity?
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
That's a lie.
Oh, come on. After all this, what is he trying to hide?
Okay. I'm trying to think of how the mother could be involved. Because it was like at the same time that he stole it. It wasn't that long after. It's not like she could have gotten over there and bought a chocolate within like a minute. Even if he like drove off and just couldn't find her at all, let's say she took the car with Iris in it, she still would have need to have gotten there fast enough in order to, you know, actually done the deed for that. That's the thing ultimately. It's just, how was she how did she get there? Both of the cars that were there were like, what? Maybe she had different transportation that left before this all went down? And she just left her son there? How did the chocolate get there? Yeah, there's something that's not adding up. Either I'm reading too much into the times they gave for the car being stolen and the chocolate being bought, or yeah, something really doesn't add up. I took the chocolate out of my pocket, and I showed it to Ota.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on.
remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
And we didn't thermograph him then? Fantastic. Saturday was the day Renji died, yeah?
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
Okay, what's that?
This must have been about 8:50.
Oh,
I was
God.
going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light.
You recognize it? That's interesting. Interesting. Okay. So I'm guessing basically you saw Iris conduct part of what we suspected she might have.
But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are.
Oh, nervous?
Is something wrong?
No. You should be answering that. Imagine seeing someone you know while you're transporting a dead body of someone they know.
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
Such an obvious lie.
Not have one.
There we go.
You don't have a license?
Shh. Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you.
That's it.
After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
That's it? That's all?
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
That's not even the important part. Oh my goodness.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer.
She has a connection at the very least.
And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
What is going on here?
Fair question.
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
Well, given his current... Given how we have made him worry with the current information and Iris' situation, I wouldn't be surprised if he lied and did something really dumb. Oh no, what are you? Oda, come on.
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Where did he even get it?
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
What the?
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
Might be what she wants.
But you can still get information
Oh, are we going to? Okay.
inside his head.
Okay, sure, why not?
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
Won't be a problem. But are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
Well, this is gonna go poorly. I'll bet on that at the very least. Seems like a really safe bet. Let's see, is this a one-way street? Are we gonna get more branches? I'm really not sure how many branches there might be. We've come across several locks already. Oh, we can see the polar bear thing that I'm vaguely remembering now.
Can you please take me with you?
Oh, are you a little puppy that needs to be adopted and be left alone and blah 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 blah.
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's... Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil! Hold on, Tessa! I will save you!
Okay, the most surprising part about this is that he isn't taller in his dreams.
Yeah!
Or maybe he is, and that's why everything else is bigger, per se.
I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan! Activate!
This is a bit more stylized, I suppose. So I presume we're basically going to be working through the events and trying to undo the ridiculous... an attempt to undo the ridiculously exaggerated aspects of it.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
Oh, is he? Is this how this is?
Ah! Ah!
I'm more interested how the polar bear's looking into a box than about the slipping and falling bullshit.
Damn it! If I go on like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
I agree. Okay. So let's think about this. We have relevant characters that are happening in this. Okay, so with Renju and whatnot, I think it's fairly safe to say between the other routes in this, Iris is not the killer. Probably. Probably. She likely seems to have some connection to said killer, though. Who? I don't know. unlikely. But, you know, who could have a relationship to her? It's not like we're out of question mark spaces either. In fact, it feels like there's even more than before, maybe even. So, how do we want to approach this? With Renju's death, it seems likely it happened elsewhere and Iris was an accomplice to setting up the scene. Basically. Who knows, maybe there's someone else in the car at that time that Oda just did not notice even. It's not like he noticed the fucking oil drum and stuff too. Also, there's an oil drum at the cold storage warehouse, so maybe Renju was killed there and then brought over. Possibility. So, after that, let's assume she had a connection. Let's say Renju was killed at the cold storage warehouse or something like that. She brought him over, all that stuff happened, and she's like, oh no, they're gonna think I did it because I helped with all this stuff, and it, you know, the only information they have only has to do with that, and stuff like that. And then potentially, once that all started going down, maybe the killer decided, yeah, they're getting a bit too close to the truth, so let's just kill her. Why would they make a stream of it, though? You know, but that's a fair question in its own right. Why would they make a stream of killing Iris in the first place? The only thing I could think of would be to maybe lead people off the trail. If she was really involved in the previous stuff and they were afraid that they might be getting too close to the trail, maybe they thought that the original stream of just like having it go down and kill her would lead people off the trail in some way. I'm trying to think of how exactly. So if Oda's story is true, let's not assume his mother was the one to kidnap her. Or who knows, maybe his mother did kidnap her and brought her to the killer or something like that. Maybe everyone fucking knows who the killer is except me. Ta-da! I mean, there's probably a reason they've been able to be financially stable since this, what was it, 8 years ago that the shop closed down? That's a long-ass time. It's not like Oda seems like he's worse off. He was able to go buy a new phone, even. I know phones are important, but I'm just saying. He spends a lot of his time not actually working and such, too, yeah? Maybe there's a connection there. He likes chocolate. She doesn't have chocolate on then. Oh, he likes chocolate. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, presumably they would come here at time Oda stopped it. Something happened, possibly. You know what? That's probably it. Oda brought the freaking chocolate with him, didn't he? So I'm going to guess that the events that happened were that the mother was with them as they went over, and they dropped her off and ordered by the chocolate, and then they went over to the grocery store in order to buy something else, maybe? And then all that went down. He, in his confusion, ended up coming and getting advice from her and possibly picking up the chocolate at the same time. Brought it with him, dropped it. Something along those lines. And she went home, maybe? Maybe she had forgotten all about what had happened by that point. Oh, well, those are my best guesses. If this is a little bit on the shorter side, sorry, it's just not really the best place to end off the episode to try to go through all these. How might Boss be involved? So let's assume she's the polar bear. So I'm part of the reason I'm going into more in-depth speculation in this. How might Boss be involved? So she seemed like she'd take the eye of So. So my sort of impression of Boss in this route is that it seems like she's trying to pull us away from finding the truth. Most of the actions she seems to have taken have been like that. We could also say there's the possibility she was in the polar bear suit, given one, she was alerted to the stream basically immediately. We were basically told about it basically immediately. Well, very soon on it, at the very least, as soon as it seemed possible for us to have been told. We also don't know where she was calling from and stuff like that. I wonder how much time there was between her call and all that stuff actually going down at the warehouse. Could she have changed into a polar bear costume, maybe? Would there have been time for that? I feel as though the fact that they basically give like her... I feel like that's a red herring, though. Just because at a lock, they give us that information that she's involved somehow. And it makes it like, oh, she's the killer. You could have gotten here at, like, one of the first things you've done, right? Unless there's some lock that I'm unaware of. Like, that, like, I undid by doing something else. It's actually... I haven't run into any time where I've, like... It said I've gone past the lock. So I don't know if there could have been another lock that I ran into that I would have ran into if I didn't, like, do something previously or something. I haven't had any locks undo, so I don't even know what that looks like, so... Okay, well, like I said, this is where I'm going to end for the day. This might be a little bit on the shorter side, but we'll see based on how things cut down. If it does end up being, I'll just record a little bit more next time, like I was going to do anyways for the extra half hour and whatnot, so... I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.